Let's say I wanted to create my own page. What we have is we have a new button, and if we click it, we have the option page. I have a number of templates I could use, but I'm going to go for a blank template, and I'm going to click create. So here I have a blank page where I can give it a title. Let's say this is an induction page. So I give it that title. What I can then do is I can use this button to edit my title. I can go for various layouts. I at the moment have image and title. I could go for a plain layout, a color block, or an overlap. So I might leave it on overlap. I could also center or left align the actual title. And when I'm ready, I'll hit the X to complete customizing my title area. What I then want to do is decide, am I going to allow them to add comments or not? If I hit this, I turn off the ability to add comments, and if I click this, I turn on the ability to add comments. So I'm going to let them add comments. I now proceed to hit this plus to add a web part. If I click this option, here is a gallery of web parts, and I can hit this arrow to expand and see all the web parts. You can add text, you can add a picture, you can add a file, or even a link to a file. And there's various things that you can add, as you can see here, to your page. So let's say I want to add a list of events. So I'll click Events, and there it is there. And I'll put this heading, Induction Dates, for this year. Now above that I might want to add another web part. So I'm going to rest my mouse here, and then I'm going to click the plus. And I might just want to add some text. And I put welcome. And so I've added some text. If I'd like to add a particular picture, I might hit the plus again, and I might go for image. I can then choose to add an image that I've recently worked with, or I can upload one from a OneDrive or upload it from a local directory. So I'm just going to go and choose a particular picture I'd like to use. And there's my picture, and I'm going to add that image. Now I want to move this particular picture, so that's this option here. So I'm going to hit the move, and I'm going to drag this picture and put it underneath. So I've moved the picture underneath, but what if I want the picture to be to the left of the text that I've shown here? What you can do is you can actually modify or edit sections rather than web parts. So I'm going to click the Edit Section button, and it says here that this section is one column. I might decide to choose 2 columns, and then I'll close the section task. Now what I can do is then move this web part over to this particular section and vice versa. So I'm just going to move things around until I'm happy with the layout. If I decide that I want to delete a section or delete a web part, I'm actually going to click this button to delete a web part as opposed to this button which deletes a section. To delete this web part, I'm going to click this option here, and it asks me to confirm if I want to delete the logo. So I'm going to go yes. I'm then going to move things around, so I'm going to move this back over to here, and I may change the section back to 1 column. If I want to add the image to the title page, I'll click on the title area, and up above I'll choose Edit. And here I might choose Image and Title. If I then close the title area, I can then change the image. And from there I might choose to upload a particular image. I can then drag the focal point, and when I'm ready I can publish my page. So we've looked at how you can add, how you can delete, how you can move web parts. Once I go to publish, it also suggests that I can help others find my page by adding the page to the navigation, or posting it as a news item, or emailing people. What I might do is post it as a news item on this site. And then I'll click Close. Actually, I might choose both. I'll also add it to the navigation, and then I'll choose Close. When I look on my Quick Launch panel on the left-hand side, it's added the page to my navigation. And if I was to go home, I should see it in my news. And here's a news release about my induction page, which they can click to go to that particular page. I could also click it here to go to that particular page. And if I wish to delete that page or return to editing that page, I could go to Pages in the Quick Launch, and any pages that you've created will appear in here. And most recently, here is my induction page. If I chose to select this option, I could then choose to delete that page, or rename it, or move it, or add it to the navigation, which I've already done. So anything to do with managing site pages is in this option, Pages. Sharing it, copying a link, deleting it, pinning it to the top, renaming it, or adding it to navigation, or even there's more options in here, which we'll look at as we work more with SharePoint. But I'm actually going to select this page and delete it, and delete again. Anything that you delete, by the way, appears in the recycle bin. So if I click on Recycle Bin in my Quick Launch, I can see that I've deleted that page, and if I wanted to, I could actually select that page and restore it and put it back to where it came from.